Where are we? All right, we are live. Hi, YouTubers. My name is Positively Put, or at least that's what I'm going to go by. I want everyone to meet my very good friend, Negative George. He's going to be there. He is my yin and yang. He sits there, and yeah, obviously he has an attitude today. He's already saying what the fuck, probably because I'm suffering through another video with someone who is, in my opinion, going over the top in their criticism and or news reporting or teaching or scholarship, education and research. You got it, you got it, guys and gals. This whole Copyright Act issue, Fair Use Act is what they're using. That is their excuse to be able to bully, to make content just so that they can get small subscribers, one subscriber a day, um, just so that they can be hopeful that they'll ever be as big as the person that they are picking on. In today's video, this commentator is picking on Foodie Booty. I will not be saying the name of the person who is the reacting. I Those words will not leave my lips. However, in the comments, eventually in my streams, I know eventually um, it will be proudly said who they are, and that's fine. I accept that. Uh, comments, negative comments are like foddering. You just got to deal with them. You can't reason with comments most of the time. Uh, Again, Positively Put. I want everybody to meet my friend Negative George, and yep, it looks like he's already having a bad attitude uh, right off the bat. He doesn't want to be here, but I'm forcing him to. So anyway, let's get right on to it.
Really move all that out of the way. Hi guys! So we're going to be reacting to this video. Thank you guys again for being here, like I said, and here we go.
Hello, foodie beauties.
He's sleeping with his mouse. It's a love story. Going down in history.
He looks so annoyed.
He looks like a cat. All cats look like that.
It's a cooking video.
Hey guys, I'm
It's a mukbang slash cooking video slash whatever the hell she wants.
going to attempt to make a cheese sauce for my potatoes. Now, I don't have flour, so I can't make like a roux to thicken everything. So I just have milk, a bit of hot sauce, some marbled cheese, and I'm going to see how this turns out. Wish me luck.
I really think you need a roux.
Okay, now I've added
I really think you need a roux.
Okay, now I've added black pepper, Old Bay seasoning, all of them are here, onion powder, and garlic powder. I kind of just eyeball my measurements, guys. Added a bit of salt.
Whatever that big beige blob of stuff is, looks like a lot.
Wouldn't that be seasoning? Do you think she's going to use it the whole thing? Wow. I did say I would try to not be so mean to you. Seasoning, have you ever heard of it? Just saying, just wondering.
It's either garlic powder or onion powder and cheese. That looks like a lot, doesn't it? I mean, I don't know.
Try to put what I would think.
It almost looks like she's trying to use the seasoning as the flour because she had no flour to thicken. That's supposed to be a cheese sauce. She had no flour to thicken her cheese sauce, so she's using the seasonings to try and... Anyway.
Just for
And if you would watch the video all the way through, like I do, you would already know that she said she doesn't do portions well, or she didn't do the portioning well, and she will try to do better, trying to help us figure out rationing out seasons and things like that. You go ahead with your hateful self, though. Go ahead.
measurements, but I'm just gonna stir, bringing it to a boil. I got my trusty old dish here. So you're gonna want to slice your potatoes very thin.
You're going to want to wash your potatoes first because we know she does not wash her potatoes.
And you don't think she washed them? How do you think she cut them? Are you that stupid? I wondered.
Because we literally watched her pull them out of the plastic bag with dirt still on them, chopping them up in the last video and putting them right in the pan.
Could have been a different video. You didn't know that, do you?
So we know she does not wash her potatoes.
My hands
Wash
are clean,
them
guys.
first.
If you have a mandolin or a thin slicer, that's preferable, but you can see I've just been slicing them with a sharp knife.
And if you look close, the potatoes look glossy, so they look washed to me.
Here, but so far, I don't know how many potatoes. It depends how big of a casserole you're going to make. So far, I've sliced up 3 pretty large potatoes. So what I'm going to do is layer them just like that in the pan. Once I move, I'll have a much better setup, guys. A huge kitchen where I can set up everything nice. So let me just layer these and I'll show you. So I've got my cheese
Please edit when you itch at your nose. It makes me look like your snot is all over your end.
sauce here. It actually smells nice. It's
very
going to be
large.
liquidy. It's butter, milk, cheese, and seasonings. But the potatoes need to absorb some liquid when they're cooking. So at the very least, they will do that. And in between layers of potato, I'm going to do this. Smells good. It might just actually work, guys. It's all about improvising. So let me layer this up and I'll show you when I'm done. Well, as I was putting the hot sauce in with the milk, I figured this is going to curdle the milk. And sure enough, it did, but it's all right. It's still going to be edible. So it would be nice to have some cheese to sprinkle on top, but I don't have any, unfortunately. So it's very basic potato bake. Going to see how it turns out. But I'm going to put some foil, put it in the oven with the meatloaf, 350 degrees, and whenever the potatoes are done and tender, I'm going to remove the foil and put them under the broiler for a few minutes. So I'll see you guys soon. All right, so in this mixing bowl here, I have about 2 pounds of ground.
I fucking thought that was like, when it first popped up, I thought it was like a cobbler or something. And then I realized, no, that's beef. And that is not a cobbler, that is the meatloaf.
Yeah, and your point?
Doesn't it kind of look like berries?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's ground beef. Yeah, that would make a disgusting cobbler.
It would. That's why she's making meatloaf.
Beef, medium, and I have a whole packet of the Clubhouse meatloaf seasoning. I love this seasoning for meatloaf, so I use a whole package. I put in 1 egg. Maybe you prefer 2, and you can put breadcrumbs. I don't have any breadcrumbs. I never do. So it usually tastes just fine without it. So I also put about half a cup of Heinz tomato ketchup. So I'm going to mix this up, and I'll show you the end result. Okay, this bad boy is ready to go in the oven. I like putting a lot of ketchup on top, so it's going to...
You like a lot of sauce on your meatloaf. Why are we not surprised?
When it's done cooking, you'll see that it's not there, and if it is, it's very little compared to what it was. I don't know what the exact term is, but when you sauce things, it goes away in the heat. Yeah, there you go. Go ahead, you go with your bad self. Tease her some more on something stupid like you are.
I thought that was just how the meat looked. That's sauce?
That's ketchup, yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I know a lot of people bake their meatloaf with ketchup on it. I prefer it to just be... I mean, Nick doesn't like meatloaf at all. But if I'm going to eat meatloaf, I prefer it to be without ketchup, just baked. And you slice it up, and then it's kind of like hamburger consistency.
How you prefer it. Remember that when you cook the next time.
I like turkey meatloaf with maybe a little bit of gravy, just a tiny bit of gravy.
Yeah. I could make turkey meatloaf. That'd be good.
So it won't burn as much, the crust part. And I put a little sprinkle of Himalayan salt. And again, this is just me improvising. There's so many ways to make this food. I'm just going with what I have in the house and making do with what I have. And yeah, so let's put this in the 350 degree oven until it's done. So there's no pink inside the meatloaf and the potatoes. I'd say probably at least a good hour, maybe 2.
Sorry.
All right,
Oh,
this is how the meatloaf turned
sorry.
out.
Oh, what do you know? It might be a little burnt, but you'll hear exactly what she says about the ingredients. Listen real carefully. You might learn something. Oh, and look, the sauce diminished a little bit. That's what happens in cooking. Cooking 101.
Scared me. Oh
Gonna
my
slice it
god.
up. I'm gonna let it
It
rest for
looks
10
like
minutes.
something from a horror
And the
movie.
potatoes.
Done, done.
Oh my gosh.
Did you see it?
I had to drain a little bit of
That's not the
grease,
thing from the horror
That's the
movie?
potato.
but they look amazing, don't they?
My challenge to you, friend, is to make a meatloaf look better than that. Go ahead. I challenge you.
Let's plate it up and eat. Okay.
Oh,
No,
God.
I gotta go back and show Nick the meatloaf done.
And the potatoes,
That's
I'd say
before the
probably
meatloaf
at
is
least
done,
a good
obviously.
hour, maybe 2 minutes. And the
I bet it
potatoes.
tastes good though.
Oh my gosh. I had to drain a little bit of grease, but they look amazing, don't they? Let's plate.
I'll give her. Those potatoes look like they got a nice crispy top on them. Those do, but she burns it around the edge. Look at that.
Again, if you listen carefully, she'll say in the video that she doesn't do it perfect. Does she need to be Martha Stewart to pass your eyes? Does she need to be Mrs. Martha Stewart to get you to get off her fucking back? I wonder.
But this part looks good. I like
It
a
up
burnt
and
cheese,
eat.
y'all.
Look at
Oh my god.
this
There he is on the table. Where she's
mohawk
gonna
of
eat.
cat fur. He's got inches of hair.
Are you? What do you think you are? Who do you think you are with your pink nose and all your hair? Who do you think you are with your beige legs? Who do you think you are?
Feelite! Ever wonder why I'm flustered when I start my videos?
Yeah.
Well, number one, I always forget something, so I have to run back and forth, run back and forth. All
She
right.
put cheese on the meatloaf too. See, this is where I draw the fucking line. The cheese on it too. I can't, y'all. I can get behind some fucking ketchup. I can get behind some gravy if you're gonna have a turkey one. I cannot co-sign cheese. Kraft singles on
Let's
meatloaf.
get to
You don't want cheese on your meatloaf? And you're going to complain about that just to add content to your video? Okay, go ahead.
let's get to.
Oh, I forgot to
So
speed
for
her
pickled
up.
stuff today,
I like it.
I have some.
I do like
pepperoncini
speeding
pep-
her up when she eats because it makes her look manic. When she's eating, it makes her look like she's on drugs. Ah! It's good.
She enjoys her food. Sorry that you don't. Maybe you don't cook well. Maybe your boyfriend or husband or whatever he is. I feel sorry for him, by the way, because he does make sense sometimes where you just talk over him and make him be a submissive to you. But yeah, um, maybe, do you guys not know how to cook or what?
Kind of funny. Okay, guys, this time I'm going to put it to 1.25 because that's what everybody said that they preferred. They thought 1.5 was too fast. But like I said, I think for that one it was because she wasn't eating. But we'll see with this one.
peppers and getting long pickled things. I did eat all of the pickled green beans. So yeah, there's
my
that.
God.
Kiwi strawberry sparkling ice. I don't know why I picked this up, but I'd try it. I'm pretty sure I tried it before, but could be wrong.
I don't know if she's going to like it. I don't like them.
If she doesn't like him, you or if you don't like him, she should like him.
I like the flavor.
Oh, okay. I don't like
And
those.
my potatoes. Can't wait to try them. See how they turned out. They look really nice, don't they? And I have some French cut style green beans, a la Green Giant, and my meatloaf. Let's try this bite here. I love the end piece, so I took a little small. Very tender. That's why I like the medium ground beef. Beauty, beauty, bye.
I'm going to need more LaCroix. You know what? I have to say this, guys. We ran out of LaCroix today. And, it's a and I may have to take him to Target to get me more. We may have to go and do an outing. I want LaCroix so bad. Ugh. What? Looks like it's bedtime.
No, not quite yet.
Not quite yet.
Oh man, you know,
Get some
I'm
more White
really
Claws.
enjoying beef. Bitty, bitty, bye.
I'm gonna need more LaCroix. You know what? I have to say this, guys. We ran out of LaCroix today. I have to say, and I may have to take him to Target to get me more.
You not take yourself? I'm sorry if you don't. Hopefully your submissive husband will do that for you.
We may have to go and do an outing. I want LaCroix so bad. Ugh. What? Looks like it's bedtime.
No, not quite yet.
Not quite yet.
I see. Oh man, you know,
Get some more
I'm
White
really
Claws.
enjoying cooking. Being at home and cooking, and I love these beans. Now, I cut them with my fork. They're very tender, the potatoes.
Everything's tender.
So I had to take the foil off. And I'm going to start measuring and timing my things so that I can give you accurate information for recipes. Otherwise, what's the point of cooking for you guys?
See? Remember we had this conversation 2 minutes ago? If you would listen to her video, you wouldn't criticize just to criticize. Maybe I could see if you criticized and because you already knew that she wasn't going to point out that she was doing something wrong, as silly as cooking for herself, by the way, which is stupid for you if you did that anyway. However, if you did listen and do your research before reading or doing the video, you would have already been told and seen that she just told you all that it's not a cooking show, but if she wants to cook for you, she needs to do this and she needs to do that, which you complained about earlier.
So, I like the Yukon Gold yellow potatoes. Oh my god. Potatoes this good should be illegal.
Was
That
she
beats
gonna
any-
say they tasted like shit though? Like, let's be honest with each other. Was she gonna say, "Oh my god, these potatoes taste like shit"? After she cooked them, she cut them up, she made the whole recipe herself. Was there even a possibility that she was gonna say these things look like fucking crap or they taste like crap? Probably not.
Yes, as a matter of fact, she would have. If you weren't such an evil woman, you would have past videos that I know that you've probably watched her on, where she has said, I cooked this very well. It's not very good, but I'm going to go ahead and eat it because it was something that I made with my hard hands or my whatever. I know that she has in the past said, I don't like this. It wasn't my favorite, or whatever. So get over yourself, really. Come on, really. This is all about you and lathering it on, so that way you can get your commenters on there, and you can masturbate with your commenters, and sit there and itch and get wet and talk about how evil they are and nitpick every little thing that you talk about with her. And this is part of the outspoken things that you want your commentators to comment on. That's what I think this is.
I can't imagine how that much of all those seasonings and stuff will taste good, but I don't think she would have said if they tasted bad.
Greasy, stale French fry from a fast food place any day. I'm not joking.
I like how she's insulting French fries from fast food places when she literally was talking about how she was eating fast food like 3 times a day at one point.
And she's eating healthy now. What is your point? You want her to fail, don't you? So that way you can have a train wreck. So that way you can have content. That way you can get one sub a day to slowly build your channel so that someday you can make the money that Foodie Booty makes. Someday, maybe you will. Someday.
Like, if your potatoes are so good, why the fuck don't you eat those instead of French fries then? This is better than you.
So good.
She's better than you. Sorry, my chair keeps going down.
That's disgusting. You couldn't edit that out. Why do I need to know that your pants are falling down? That is purely gross.
Very common, very average meal. What I'm going for, especially during these tougher times.
Now
No.
it's tougher times.
Pepperoncini.
Before we were all just
Okay, those are spicy.
She doesn't like them. I
Is
don't know
this?
why she keeps eating them.
She likes them. They're just spicy for her. So what? Move on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, please comment topics you would like me to talk about. During these videos, have dinner with me. I have some ideas. Um, one of those ideas being, I would really like to um, do kind of like dinner and a movie, where I talk about a movie I've recently seen.
Why does she ask for people's opinions on her videos?
What do you think her lives been about? Have you decided to try to sit through an hour of her lives? I saw that you tried 20 minutes of an hour or so that she did one, and you got sick of it, and so you left. She does ask, and she does ask for opinions. Other social media platforms, I've seen it. Move on.
She does not care what you have to say. She does not care what you want to see. If she wants to do this dinner and a movie thing, she's going to do it, whether we say we want to see it or not. Don't ask people's opinion. That's like, the live stream thing I'm going to be doing tomorrow. I didn't ask anybody's opinion. I was like, this is something that I think I'm going to enjoy. I'm going to do it. Done. Like, oh my God.
And today, I decided to take an afternoon break from cleaning to watch a movie. I said, okay, clean the kitchen, gonna watch a movie, and then do the rest of the cleaning. So, I was looking on this movie thing for which movie I wanted to watch. There's a Spanish movie. It's called Platform.
That scared me.
It's dubbed in English. So for those of you who don't like subtitles, you'll like that. Don't worry, nobody eats these except for me. So,
I don't know if she's going to do it, but she hasn't done the shush thing yet. Which a lot of people have the sneaking suspicion that when she does not do the shush,
okay.
it means she does not like the food
Sorry, I
as
got
much as
lost in my
she's
food.
acting like she does.
So Platform,
Um, I know what the shush thing you're talking about, and yeah, it's weird to look at, but it's her video. Let her do what she wants with it. Get over herself. Look away. Do you have to make a comment on it? Moving on.
is a futuristic horror sci-fi kind of movie, like dystopian story. I'm not going to spoil what happens. Just talk a little bit about the premise. But I was surprised at how much I love this movie. It kept you on edge from the beginning, never a dull moment. So in the future, there's this vertical prison. It has like floors, these like cube cells, and there's 0 to like, there's like a couple hundred floors or whatever. And the top floor, the closer to the top you get, the luckier you are.
That meatloaf looks really
You don't know what floor
dry.
you're going to end up on. Like every month, you're in a different floor. You change every once a month. They knock you out. You end up on another floor. When you wake your eyes, when you open your eyes, you're not sure what floor you're going to be on. If you're in the first few floors,
He does not care.
so every day at the top they make
How
this.
loud he
There's
is
like these
anymore.
exquisite chefs who make this feast, like this humongous feast,
Okay, she's still too
I feel
slow.
like-
Y'all, I'm sorry.
on a huge platform, the size of a very large dining table. Okay, like the ones you see in rich houses, but it's more rectangular. So each day they prepare this exquisite meal, like really exquisite, fancy cakes.
I just had a thought. Maybe you're fast forwarding because you can't find anything to dig her on, so you're just waiting for that perfect moment to add to the fuel to the fire of your subs that, I mean, not well, to your subs and the people who like your content and who will help you masturbate so you can have a conversation about nitpicking every little thing that she does. Yeah. Yeah, just a thought there that I think you fast forwarded so um, because you're getting bored, but you have to get through this, right?
All kinds of food, just tons of food. And they start at level 1. And every few minutes, the platform descends to each level. And on each level, you have a few minutes or whatever to eat your share of food.
Of course, it's food related.
So you can guess what happens when it reaches like floor 100 or 130 or 2. There's like no food left. So it sounds like a simple premise, but it's really well made. Like I said, there's never a dull.
I might be a total fucking idiot, or maybe I just really was not paying attention. I don't think she even explained that properly. Like, I still don't have any fucking clue what she's talking about.
In the movie, she's talking about a prison that starts from floor 1 to how many ever floors she talked about. Didn't actually hear the number, but her point was about the food source shortage of from lots of food down to zero food. She need to tell you the rest of the story? I'm sure if you asked her, she would tell you. Just saying.
You know? Like, she just explained the whole movie, and I still don't know what the movie's about. Man.
Moment. It really makes you think, and it's scary. It's a scary examination of human nature. Because do you think people just
Or if you just listen to her whole video, she'll tell you instead of you making you feel like you get to bash her because you didn't listen to the whole video. Ding, 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 ding. She's listening to you now. She's telling you now what the premise. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, let's move on.
ration what they should be eating? Because don't forget, 1 month somebody could be on floor 100 and starve for a month. Then they get lucky and go up to level 8. They're gonna want to pig out. So it's just like it's a really, really, really interesting movie, but it's very disturbing and gory. So if that's not your thing, don't watch it. Very well made. It basically follows the story of this man who goes there. It's basically a prison, but you can go there voluntarily, and if you make it out, like let's say this man wants to get a degree in whatever, and so they would give him a degree if he lasted 6 months in the pit. So he agrees to do that. He signs a contract. So it's really, really good. There's so many different layers to it. I saw that it was like won like a TIFF award or something. If I see that on like an indie movie, like TIFF award, Sundance award, and if the app gives it like a 7 or above rating, I'll watch it. Or if Rotten Tomatoes, like Rotten Tomatoes gave it 84%.
Here's my thing. I think would really help her, and I'm not trying to be a smart ass or tell her, whatever anybody wants to say about me, they're going to say anyway. But
Damn right I am. Let's hear it. Let's go. I want to hear it.
it would do her well to take out like 4 of the pepperoncinis and then put the jar away. So that she's not constantly sitting there eating out of the jar because if you don't have the jar there to keep continuously going in and eating more and more and more, you're less likely to eat as much.
Oh, God. I wish somebody would screenshot this right here because this is the most perfect video. If I knew how to screenshot this, this would be my thumbnail. But anyway, that aside, it's her own jar. She said that she's the only one that eats out of it. Her roommate doesn't eat out of it. It's hers alone. She can eat it however the hell she wants. It's not a professional video. It's a eating video where people listen to her and comment with her and talk to her about her day and whatever else. People watch her to eat with her. Get over yourself. They're not here to pick on her like you are. Moving on.
That's really good. Oh, as good as these potatoes. We have to try these potatoes.
No.
Want to bite it? Come try a bite. I'll have one more. It's kind of big, but. This is really good. 0 calories, sweet and super low. But it doesn't taste gross. can you taste fake sugar in that? I can't taste it.
Fake sugar?
Yeah, tell me.
I think I do. Yeah.
You can taste it?
The look of love on her face. She fed him off her plate with her fork. He drank out of her drink. It's just like, and look at the look on her face. I'm gonna make Nick look at it because he's like unbiased. But look, that's how she's looking at him.
Oh god.
It's like a loving look. I mean, she's not the most, you know what I mean? But, oh god.
I probably prematurely stopped this because there might be more to it, but they were together at one time and they are amicably leaving each other and amicably separating and not being mean to each other. And she is moving at the end. What is it? Next month. Your point? You suddenly have to have an anger look with someone that you used to be with? Really? I feel sad for your husband if that ever happened.
Look though. Look at how she looks at him though.
Taste it?
Look. That's not I hate you, you're my ex-boyfriend look.
No. She is still in that place.
Like good?
Either that or she's trying to play nice.
No, I think she's still mentally, they're still together.
So she doesn't have to move out.
Oh no! I forgot. I'm not supposed to share things because of the social distancing. Especially a drink. It honestly just slipped my mind. It's just something.
It's true.
That's true. Yeah. What? I didn't even think of it. Just something you do routinely that you're so used to, you know? Mm-mm.
She didn't shush. I really don't think she liked this food that much.
Never mind.
So good. Did you like the potatoes?
Yeah.
Like, he would say no on camera too. You know what I mean? Like,
I have heard him say no, he doesn't like it on camera, but you're so full of hate that you don't want to pick up on that. You don't really care about that. You just want to hate on this foodie booty person.
what's he gonna say? No, I hated your nasty potatoes. Like, you know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
I would definitely recommend watching that movie.
I need the Croy. That's all I can
I
think
think
about.
I'm gonna watch a few episodes of.
Aw. You can get through this video without worrying about your LaCroix. I promise. Hang in there. Hang in there. It's almost over. Then you can get your LaCroix. You can get your fix.
Westworld. So far, I'm really liking that show. Futuristic show. It's an HBO series. And it's third season, so I'm starting at the beginning.
People get mad when I do this when my governor's tweeting.
There was a movie, I think in '73. I've never seen it though. It's a Western theme park, and all the players in it are like these super intelligent, artificial intelligent robot people that are very realistic. It's really good so far. So, I guess that's it. That's it, guys. Thank you for joining me for dinner tonight. I had a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoyed. I really enjoyed this meal. It was so good. It was so delicious. It's comfort food, you know, and it's not that expensive to make. I mean, the ground beef is usually pretty, especially medium, it's usually pretty affordable. And potatoes, a bag of potatoes, and these cans of beans, you know. So, very economical, very cheap meal, very affordable meal, reasonable anyway, and it will feed you for a while. So, anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I hope please stay safe. I wish all of you good health during these tough times, and I just really want to give, sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, a huge thank you to healthcare workers and to anybody in the service field who has to still go to work every day during these scary times and puts their life on the line every day. A lot of healthcare workers are becoming infected, and without them, we to care for the sick. I mean, what would we do, right? So I just want to let you know that
nice
myself, and I'm sure the rest of the world, deeply appreciates it. And yeah, so I just want to let you know that
nice
myself, and I'm sure the rest of the world, deeply appreciates it. And yeah, so please stay safe. And yeah, so thank you for having dinner with me, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.
All right. Negative George, I'm moving you over here. Oops, not moving me over. I'm right here. We're moving you over, buddy. We're moving you over right here where you belong at the end of every video, right next to me. We'll move over your statement. Yeah, you definitely have to be able to say that. I agree with you. This video was definitely another one of those classic hate hate videos where there is no chance for you to have any compassion for the world. And in these trying times, you want to go ahead and continue to pick on one person instead of the many options that I've given. There's 10-minute search, there's 50 mukbangers you can pick on. Within another 15-minute search that I did not too long ago. After that, many videos of people who are being cruel and insensitive and stupid with COVID-19. Um, so yeah, uh, you could be better. Congratulations. Got to give you a thumb or a clap here. You didn't break any traditional over-the-top rules in your copyright issue that you always have to have at the beginning of your video. Congratulations on that. I didn't see anything where it was viable enough for me to timestamp it and send it off to Foodie Booty. So congratulations, and I hope the worst for you. What can I say? You're an evil person who doesn't know or want to create uh, good content for those who need it in this world today. Instead, you want to feed it to the one or two subscribers you might get once every other day to slowly build your channel that someday you will be as good as Foodie Booty is. Um, yeah, that's all I got to say, folks. Thanks for watching. Thank you for being a part of this. Well, I guess it was a shit show. That's the kind of content I get out there, right? I just want to be able to point out the cruelty amongst people trying to get away from, trying to get away with being cruel by using the Fair Act clause or whatever the hell that rule is, um, just to make themselves better, feel better. Peace. Love you all. Bye.